Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Skyrim, where we are at the top of our I was going to call this a monastery, but it's more of like basically a fortress. Um, we were in the area doing some exploring of of a ruins in this area that had um, what do you call it? Um, that had some guy who was tricked some girl into helping him unlock some kind of ancient force to try and draw his power out. And then he tried to turn on us, and well, we kicked his butt pretty soundly. Um, right about now, we are working our way back towards Lord Harkon's castle, Castle Volkihar, over here on the other side of the mountain range that has Solitude, and we're kind of just working our way back there, not in too big of a rush. I think Sarah's got more is more interested in making her way back there slowly than she is making her way back there quickly. Since we have the blood-filled chalice, and while she wants to get back there and take care of that, she's not overly worried about doing it very quickly. She has more of an interest in following her curiosity if that is necessary. Now, I don't remember this. A dragon scale helmet and a satchel. Let's check the satchel first. Just some random loot. An ebony mace and the dragon scale helmet. We'll take the helmet. I don't remember that, but my brain is kind of telling me that originally that was a ebony helmet, and it just got upgraded because of our level, and it's just random leveled loot that basically spawns up there. Um, I was considering going inside of our fortress and stuff, but I decided not to. Sarah has no need to head inside just yet because she's she might be in a situation of her carry weight being not very great. Although her carry weight is fine. Are we currently wearing the Ring of Ancients? Yes, we are. Let's go ahead and switch back over to the Ring of Mazulf, since we don't need the Ring of Ancients right now, and I would like to remember to not wear the Ring of Ancients all the time.
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later. I'll pay you good. Don't lose it. No time to talk. Snitch or double-cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it.
You really think this is going to go that way?
Did you see someone run past just now?
It's literally, he's running behind me. Here, take your armor, and then go kill that thief.
No sign of him.
Literally, he just went over the hill. It's not like he's... Oh. No, you hit him. That or my explosion hit him. One of those two. Let's see if this guy's got anything good on him. Probably not. Yeah, no. But, like I said before, Sarah is working her way back towards Volkihar Castle. Again, she's not really moving with any, like, sense of rush. Just because she's not worried about it right now. She kind of feels like she's been doing enough work that her doing the job for Harkon is good enough. So she's not super worried about it herself. Now, as far as the situation as a whole, where we're currently going, I noticed that we have a Drago ruin on the map, and I would like to go investigate. So we're heading over to the Drago ruin that's on our compass. As I'm more interested in going to that today than going to Harkon. We are making our way to Harkon, but if I was focused on Harkon, I'd just teleport to probably Solitude or fast travel to Harkon's castle. I feel like Sarah would have marked it, but again, I don't feel like she's feeling the need to rush it. And apologize, but I'm currently... My headset's been giving me issues lately, and I've been trying to mess with it, because right now I can't hear anything. 1 second. You guys can probably hear everything just fine, because it's a headset thing. Not the actual... game. But, let's go ahead and... What's this? Forsaken Cave. I guess we'll take a look in here. Like I said, again, not interested in rushing. Now, speaking of time, you guys are probably noticing that I've almost reached... while recording this, I'm almost at a month of not recording anything. I mentioned in the last couple episodes that my wife was in the hospital for a little bit. While that situation has been taken care of and she is on the mend, it's still slow going, and I'm not going to start re-uploading recordings until I feel like I'm ready to record, so that we don't have any sudden stoppages for some reason that I can avoid. Obviously, I will be bringing the videos back. When you guys see this, I'll have already started bringing it back. My thought process for how I will probably go about bringing it back, it will most likely just be that I will start recording again. I will just start re-uploading it again. Right now it is near the end of October. I am considering bringing it back at the beginning of November. That will have given me plenty of time to... Oh. Yep, we're broken. I hate it when that happens. Draw the blood. Just the ingredients. See if we can do this so that it doesn't break it again. Scan the pelt. And finally dispose of the corpse. I don't need the troll meat because Sarah doesn't eat nearly as much as she used to. Go ahead and drop a save. I usually will try to save often while doing this so that if we hit one of those glitches, we don't lose everything. But as far as the upload schedule goes, once you guys see this, you can expect me to be back on a pretty much normal upload schedule. The only reason why I'm not doing a normal upload schedule right now, like I said before, is just because of the fact that I do have a feeling like I want to get things up and running before I go back into it. I feel like we've been here before. That, or at least I'm remembering this pretty casually, because this is the exit. I don't remember which one this is, though, because I don't remember this cave being a thing. Interesting. Oh, let's go in and figure out what's going on. Still have that Draga ruin nearby to explore, but I kind of want to explore this cave because I kind of want to explore as many locations in this playthrough as possible. I do plan on doing another Skyrim run eventually because I'm enjoying this so much, and I have a feeling like I'm going to want to do another one. I hear them walking. Oh. There we go. There's going to be a trap in here, and this is going to shoot darts. I can feel it. Or not. Oh, must have been that pressure plate I walked around. But yes, I will be, like I said, once you guys see these, we'll be back to our recording schedule of me putting them up every couple of days. I don't really have a schedule for this because every time I try to set a schedule, I end up failing to keep to it. So, just expect that when you start seeing them again, that they'll be pretty basic. I have decided that I'm no longer putting titles on them. It'll be a number, and that's it. I'm not going to put a title to it because it's kind of a pain to have to sit there and try to think about it, and I have no interest in spending more time on these than I have to get them up. I want to do them, I want to make them, but I also don't want to feel obligated with them. That's one reason why I don't do a schedule. That's one reason why I take breaks. takes on it as I feel necessary, and that's one reason why I'll play for a while, upload a bunch of videos, and then I'll wait and then catch up with my uploads and then come back and play some more. It's so I can play this without feeling. It's so I can play this without feeling um, overwhelmed. One thing I also might do is I might start talking about just some of my other interests that I'm currently doing while playing, which one of them, interestingly enough, thanks to some YouTube videos that were popping up on my playthrough, I've been really into watching Jackie Chan Adventures again. I remember it from back when I was a kid, and I really enjoyed it. And I can say that I really enjoyed the Talismans season. I enjoyed the season with the demons, and I enjoyed the season with the Oni masks, and I even enjoyed the season with the I enjoyed the season with the animals. Um, the demons are probably one of my favorites. The Oni masks would have been one of my favorites, except, oop, that's a Death Lord. Um, the Oni masks would have been my favorite, but the only reason why was not a big fan of the Oni mask season, um, and while watching through it again, I wasn't really watching them like normally. I'm kind of hoping that the combat music goes away soon. Thank you. Um, the only reason why I wasn't a big fan of the Oni mask is because the later episodes of um, Jackie Chan Adventures eventually got to a point where it felt like it was more of like a joke than the original like good episodes. Like, I like the episodes that have to do with the season. I don't like the filler episodes that are in between. It was a big noticeable annoyance to me while hyper watching them, as I call it sometimes, where basically I'll watch the video but like I'll skip every few seconds to further into the episode if I remember the episode pretty fondly, or if I don't like the episode, which I was doing that a lot in the Shadow Khan Oni masks situation. Which the only reason I can say that is that the only reason why I say I didn't like the Oni mask one was I wasn't a big fan of um, the filler episodes in that one, and I also, the one reason I liked it was I liked the design of the Shadow Khan, because I thought the Shadow Khan were really cool, and not to mention I also like the idea of the masks just being corrupting influences on whoever wears them. Now, where are we now? I still feel like I've been in this place, but I don't remember anything about it. Probably have just done this with another character, but my brain is not recalling the story of this crypt or what's going on with this crypt or anything like that. I am currently, one of the reasons I'm having such an issue with my audio right now with my headset is every time I adjust the volume, there's certain spots on my volume, like I can't hear anything. Like it completely silences the audio and I can't hear anything. And that's usually not an issue with me for me, but recording, the only issue I have with it is that I can't get it to connect. I can't focus on my recording if the audio is super loud. But I also don't want to kill it more than it already is, because I know that it's already not super loud for you guys. Like, for me it's super loud, for you guys it's not so loud. And my voice in the recordings is still having trouble. Which is one reason why I'm not doing this as much of a role play as I was before. I'm telling a story, but I'm more of just playing the game at this point, and the story is happening in the background because the reason I'm doing certain things. I was very confused there for a second when I saw that shadow. That was moving way too normally for me to think that was a Draga at first. Wonder why that didn't trigger, because I'm pretty sure that's a trap that either the ceiling is going to come down and squash and stab you, or the floor is going to go up and push you into the spiky ceiling. One of those. Maybe there's a switch over there that activates it. But yeah, I was a really big fan of Jackie Chan Adventures when I was a kid. I was super into the idea of it because I liked the idea of magic, and I liked the idea of talismans and items of power. I really thought it was stupid though how like Jackie will like get the talismans and then like will not use them. Like it's one thing for not using the Oni mask because it's like okay yeah the Oni mask you can't use because they slowly corrupt you over time, as we saw with most of the masks where a good character gets the Oni mask, they slowly become corrupted over time. There's also a bit of information of like Jade being like this shadowed queen or something like that, which I thought was later in the Oni mask, but turns out it's earlier in the season apparently. So I've got to watch through it again. I'm jumping through the seasons, not really watching the whole thing. I may have mentioned the fact that I liked the one with the demons um, being pulled out of that they had to put back in their realm because they were like Shindu's like siblings or something like that. I liked that, but I was not super. I didn't rewatch that. I skipped right over that season because I originally was watching the Talismans, um, and then I went straight to the Oni masks. Um, One of my favorite though is Toru joining the team, joining Jackie's team. Not really because of Toru being on Jackie's team. I do like that, but oh, speak. Here's our Colomile. Oh, that's what this is. Okay, I know where we are now, or at least I know why I know this dungeon. The dungeon itself has nothing to, has no story. Like this is it. Like, we've gotten to the end, this is all we're gonna find. Colomile Island, I think he's got an enchanted weapon of some kind. No, he doesn't. Um, but it's not the voice, it's what's under this that I remember. Although we can't do anything with it right now because it's not, we're not in the right, I don't think we do. We might have started this quest. I don't think we did though. We're going to check. Just so that I know that whether or not we have, because if we have, I'm going to be really mad if I don't go through this. And if we do, we're going to activate this. We cannot activate it, so we have not got started this quest. We come back here for another quest, and that's why I remember this place. But that's okay. We'll have this place cleared out, and we'll be able to come through um, this way, which is the passageway back from the start. This is how we get back to that room I mentioned where I was like, this is where we come back out. But yeah, we'll be able to come back through this way when we come back for that quest, because we will be doing that quest at some point. I haven't done it yet because Sarah hasn't been interested in doing it and she doesn't realize it's a thing. But we will be doing it at some point. It's a quest from Windhelm, and I gotta go to Windhelm and get the quest started there, according to get into that room. But it's fine. We'll do that later. I don't feel like doing that at this exact second, because I would rather keep pushing forward. So we have a cave in that direction. I'm gonna ignore it and go this way to this Draga barrow up here, because I want to go through that barrow. Currently at 18 minutes, we're going to keep going. Like I said, this is a couple of these are going to be filler episodes for a little bit while I get back into the groove of things, before I actually go back to Harkon. Once we go back to Harkon, it'll probably be back to it. If I was doing this the way I would want to do this, these would be marked as these would be sub episodes, and like you wouldn't have to watch these because there's not going to be any progression of the tale in this. But like I was saying with Jackie Chan Adventures, I like Toru becoming part of the team, not because Toru is part of Jackie's team, but I like the guy that replaces Toru on the other side. The guy who is always calling out his attacks as he's doing it. Because not only do I love his fighting style, not only do I love how strong he is, not only do I love the fact that he's obsessed with calling out the names of his attacks, I just think he's a brilliant addition to the team, and I think that Toru worked much better as a good guy than he did a bad guy. Let's go to this cave real quick and we'll deal with this cave, and then we might start heading towards Solitude again. We're gonna head to Solitude first, um, because I'd like to go to Solitude in order to um, head back to Clockwork Castle for a little bit. Now, what we could do is we could teleport to Clockwork Castle from right here. Like, that's my plan if I end up needing to, is to just teleport straight to Clockwork. What killed a troll? What killed a cave troll? I swear, I wonder how many times I make that reference in Skyrim. Okay, cancel. Let's do a quick save. Draw the blood. We'll skin the pelt. And we'll harvest the ingredients. And then I also would like to search it because I know that it's got the pelt on it, and it's usually got some all amount of gold or a gemstone, or it doesn't have either of those, it just has a skull and its pelt. Which I probably don't need the pelt because we get the pelt from it that is from the mod, from the Hunterborn mod, and now we get this pelt that's more of the this version of Skyrim. I know the most recent one is what's giving us it. Why does this place look strange? Activate a methane dynamo actuator. Ethereum dynamo required. I don't have any Ethereum dynamos as far as I know. I'm thinking that's not the dynamo core I'm thinking of. Which means this is another bit of if I have the cores on me that I'm thinking of, that means these are parts of another thing added into this. Not, I might bring those. I might be popping over to our base real quick to see if I can grab the cores at my base. Okay. We're gonna go inside. I was gonna say we're gonna go inside real quick, but I'm afraid that if I go inside, there's gonna be like, it's gonna be part of this whole like, these are something special, and I'm not gonna come back here, and I'm not gonna think about coming back here. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into our magic menu, and we're gonna get recall the Clockwork Castle. I might pause it for a second, and I might yeah, I'm gonna pause it for a second. I'm gonna unload my inventory, and then I'm gonna get two of the cores. I don't think they are the right cores. I think they're special cores that we need. And then we'll be going straight back there. So I will see you guys in a minute. All right. So I have finished unloading my gear. Like I said, I don't think. Where's the box at? It's over here. Like I said, I don't think these are the cores that I need for those two pedestals. I just want to make sure that if they're not, that if they are, I don't skip it, and if they aren't, yeah, see, these are Centurion dynamos. I'm pretty sure those were Ethereum dynamos, so they're kind of they're a little bit special. But we'll take two of these just in case. Like I said, I'm not a huge worry about it, not to mention the fact that it did give us a chance to come here and unload our goods. If they aren't these types of dynamos, I don't know what's going on there. Even if they are these types of dynamos, I don't know what's going on there. But I just want to make sure that if these are these dynamos, that I try it. But yeah, it's Ethereum dynamo actuator, and it says Ethereum dynamo core required. We don't have those, so I have to keep going. Now, I am curious about this, so we're going to go inside to the Bronze Water Cave. I thought... Ooh, here we go. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think that's going to work in here. So we don't have to worry about the fact that I just tried to cast that. Let's get Elemental Blast back out. do we have here? Other than an absolutely redonkulous amount of bones that I am kicking all over the place. This is just going a little crazy. Let's check in here. Do I have like a book or something to guide me here? I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. I'm thinking that this is going to be a situation of this is definitely not what I thought it was. Doesn't look like there's anything up there. I'm thinking that we are currently in a dead end here. Means nothing to go on in here. Head back outside. Take a peek around outside real quick. Don't see anything. Wonder if we could check underwater. No, doesn't look like there's anything underwater either. Huh. Oh, nothing we can do here. Although, that is a Dwemer's tower marker at the top of our compass right now. So we're gonna go in that direction. And I've always thought that the markers either are, it's either that Sarah can sense something in that direction, or it's that she sees something like that we don't recognize, that we might not recognize, that tells her, hey, that's in this direction. Like maybe she sees a spot of the Dwemer material, and thinks, oh, there must be a tower in that direction, which there's also apparently one in that direction. Apparently there are several in this area. There are a lot of Dwemer stuff we're still looking for. Ooh. Oh. Hello, bandit. Tempted to turn into my vampire form in order to start working on increasing my power as a vampire. Shall we do that? Like I'm sitting here taking arrows and I'm like sitting here thinking. Like it shows how strong I am compared to them. I can definitely say, I definitely can say that I do feel powerful in this game. I like the fact of that. But I can definitely say it's one of those things, it's like, I wonder if maybe I should. I wonder if maybe I'm like too strong for it now, but I don't know. I like being overpowered in this game. I like feeling like I'm a powerful hero. I want to get in there, but I'm like trying not to use my teleportation too much. I might be able to get up this way. Oh, here we go. They definitely were not difficult to defeat. That's for sure. But it's also a situation of they're basic bandits. I don't feel like Sarah's going to struggle with them. It's one of those things of like, there's this point in the game, or there's a point in an adventurer's life where they would start to become like this powerful. And like, simple bandits would become trivial for them to fight. It's one reason why she doesn't go looking for bandits anymore. Like, she used to get petitions from, or not petitions, bounties from.
What was that?
Oh, is he down below me? Oh no, he's on the other side of the wall. Or not? I don't know where this guy's at. I also don't know where we're at. This is not one of the places that I know of right off the top of my head that I know what's going on here. So, I don't really know what's going on here, and I don't know if we're going to find a way to get inside these ruins. These might be ruins where there is no entrance. I don't think you were expecting me to actually be a formidable opponent. There we go. I kind of like that backstab ability, that backstab animation that you get, because it does feel very much like what you would expect from, like, a hero. Or, like, from a character of Sarah's stature. The other option that I have, if we wanted to go about doing it, and we didn't want to go do Harkon just yet, is I could start looking into the missions to kill the characters for the Dark Brotherhood. I know one of them is at the foot of the mountain, and I know I want to go get the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller from the person who took it and told us to go rent an attic room at the Sleeping Giant Inn. Sarah has not forgotten that. She has just been more interested in other things. But completing the completing the Greybeard's quest is on her mind. If I would have thought about it before, when we were down in Bloodchill Cavern, or Bloodflow Cavern, or whatever it was called, I think it's somewhere down here. It might be over here. Wherever the cavern is, I know it's over here somewhere. I would have gone south and up this way, and then stayed at the Sleeping Giant Inn while in Riverwood here, in order to find the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. What we might do is we might take a break from going to see Harkon, and we might travel down there, as Sarah does have an interest in the Greybeards, because they might know the Bend Will Shout, and they might be able to give her more information on it, because it seems like it might be more ancient than, like, it's different from the other words of power that she's learned so far. We also could go to Sheer Point, as Sheer Point is in this area, but it's also up the mountain from us, so I'm not entirely sure how we'd get to it. But yes, obviously, like I said, we're doing the Bloodstone Cavern, we're doing the Bloodstone Chalice, we're doing this Unearth as well. We haven't gotten any word back, though, from Ellis, and that's what we're currently waiting on. And then, like I said, we might do these other contracts for Nazim, which I'm pretty sure both of these, this is the Iverstead Beggar, and then this one, where's this one at? Oh. We're all over the place right now. Because we could go this way, kill this person, and then use the Clockwork Castle to travel to Whiterun to go to, what's it called? We'll do that. Let's go kill this character in this area. And then we can go and, after killing that character, we can then go to Whiterun, and then go to, go get the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. Because I'd like to do a little bit more with that before we go off to find Harkon. Because after we get the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller, we'll have access to the Greybeards in full, which means we'll be able to start looking for words of power for them, which Sarah will do that for a while. As far as the other trail in that quest, if I had known prior to completing that quest that there's a mod that lets you remove that, like Delphine's I spoiled it. It reveals there's a mod that keeps the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller from getting stolen, so that you can have that. If I had known that, I wouldn't have had that happen, because I would want to be able to have the freedom to keep going with the Greybeard's quest line without her getting involved. Because now that she's involved, it's going to feel like I need to help her. But we'll do that as we see fit. Now, as far as this, quest goes, oh, I was about to say, as far as this quest goes, we'll most likely do it. It most likely won't be that difficult. I didn't expect it was going to be this easy. I wonder if I pick her pocket, if that would count as killing her. Well, I wonder if I enthralled her, if that would count as killing her. No biggie. Oh, him. We are going to kill the other one before we go back to talk to Dazim. What we're probably going to do to kill the other one is we'll kill him on our way up to the monastery to take them the horn of Jurgen Windcaller once we get the horn. So normally I would teleport back to what's it called and go here. That's going to be what we would do. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to teleport to Whiterun Stables just so we can get this portion of the quest done. I normally would just teleport to Clockwork Castle, then teleport here, but I'm just gonna cut to here just so that we can keep moving at a relatively decent pace. Wow, that's beautiful. I love the lighting there. I love the mist drifting through the mountains. I always love the throat of the world from here. Like all of these clouds just clustered on the mountains. I like how sometimes if you're looking closely, you can see like a dark patch that has like lightning inside of it, almost like it's like rushing up against the rocks. Like this is always a really cool picture for me, just because of the mountains like being draped in like this cloud of moisture that has gathered on the mountain itself. Because, like, walking up that mountain, you never see these clouds. Like, you don't see these clouds once you get too close to them, like normal clouds. But you can see them so thick right now. But yes, as far as what Sarah plans on doing for a while, like, she's still trying to figure out what happened on Solstheim. And what happened when she defeated Mirak. Why she feels different. I'm guessing that her thought process is that one of the reasons why she feels different is she probably feels like she's unlocked some kind of power. Speaking of unlocking some kind of power, let's go ahead and get up some praying in. There we go. We got our devotee to Magnus back. Glad to see that that came back relatively quickly. Go ahead and get some magical practice in. That's odd. Okay, there we go. My magic is not recovering while casting these. That is odd. Wonder why my magic is not recovering. Let's check I'm gonna check my stats real quick to see if there's... Oh, I know why my magic's not recovering. I have major weakness to sunlight, which reduces my recovery speed. And it's just... right now it's probably bottomed out. I didn't think about the fact that since I'm a vampire, I can't recover magic while in direct sunlight. One thing I do want to do. Let's drink some stale blood potions real quick. Two of them? No. Alright, wrong one. We're gonna drink a couple more. One of the, back to what I was saying earlier in the episode, though, while we get closer to the end of this episode, I mentioned that I was watching the Jackie Chan Adventures cartoon again, and there's one particular episode that, while it's a filler episode because it's not part of the main story, it actually is like I actually really like it because it's when basically I apologize. Spoilers here if you have never seen Jackie Chan. My brain just kind of like realized about me talking about this. Like, there might be people who haven't seen it, but if you haven't seen it yet, I don't either expect you not to want to see it, not planning on watching it, or you can pause it and go watch the entire series. You can pause my stuff and go watch the entire series and come back. I don't really care. But just if you don't want to hear it, go ahead and skip. We're ending it once we get to the sleeping giant, and or at least this episode. I'm probably gonna do another one today. But um, if you don't want Jackie Chan Adventures, an anime that's incredibly old at this point, um, spoiled for you, then hit that like button if you liked it, subscribe, comment, whatever, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you want to stick around, then one of my favorite episodes is when Jade, Jackie's niece, comes back. Her future self comes back in time, and she finds out she's like the leader of the secret organization that Jackie works with. Like, she's in charge of Section 13, and she finds out that she becomes its leader, and she like. And I always thought that was an interesting episode because, unlike most episodes, most stories where it's like, I'm going to travel through time and I'm going to go back and meet my former self, it's like, instead of her being like, I can't tell you anything about the future, she like is blatantly obvious with like, every time Jade asks her a question, she gives her an answer. Yes, no, a little bit, kind of, whatever. But I always thought that was an interesting twist on the trope of, hey, you're my future self. Answer all these questions. No, I'm not going to answer all these questions because you might change. It might change your future. Where Jade's more like, well, yeah, whatever. I don't care. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Then again, she might be doing that just because that the things that Jade asks, a lot of them she couldn't change if she wanted to. But again, I'm the Seven Swords. We have made it to the Sleeping Giant Inn. We'll be renting our attic room in the next episode. We've killed 2 of our targets. We have 1 target left, who is a beggar at the I was gonna say summit, but that's not correct. At the base of the Throne of the World, and then we will be heading back to see the Dark Brotherhood to get our next set of quests. But until then, I have been the Seven Swords. You've all been amazing. I will see you all in the next one. Bye.